Your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. I want you to keep your mindset on the higher vibrational mindset so you can keep living your life and going on this beautiful journey you got. I can't live here without you. We need all of you. You're all here. You have all a special reason, a special purpose, and nobody can do it just like you. Your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. We are on episode 2079, Courage to Choose Love. Align with your heart. Align with your heart. And the main reason why I go live on this show is I do believe we have all been misled and misguided from our emotional selves. And what I mean by that is I believe that we are operating from a lower vibrational frequency as a go-to vibration. That would be out of fear, doubt, insecurity, not whole enough, not complete enough, feeling like you got to prove something out to the world or to one individual. And that actually is depleting you and stopping you in your tracks. My goal for putting on this show is to flip the emotional story around to a higher vibrational story, one out of love, laughter, play, joy, happiness, peace and harmony, passion and desire. Come on, baby, let's get this show rolling and let's get your life going in this full moon in Aquarius going on. I'm telling you. I took a lot of notes to be able to talk about this show, so we'll see if you guys like it this way. I've been doing it for a little bit this way, so I'm just like trying to be more in alignment with things. So this full moon in Aquarius shines a bright light on your heart's deepest truth. So in this episode of Your Hidden Love Story, we'll explore what it means to courageously choose love over fear. Even when it means stepping into that unknowing feeling. Thank you, Danielle. It is time to release the emotional patterns, stories, and beliefs that block you from making empowered, heart-led decisions. Let this full moon be your mirror, revealing what you're ready to shed and the passion that you're ready to pursue. Together we are going to dive into how to tune into your inner truth and embrace your emotional clarity. Take bold, aligned actions with love leading ways. Whether you're shifting your story, making relationship decisions, or simply craving deeper peace, this episode is here to remind you that love is the higher choice. Yeah, I love this full moon in Aquarius, the energy of this full moon in Aquarius. It's about detachment. Detachment meets emotional clarity. So detachment refers to the ability to observe and to acknowledge your emotional experiences without getting swept away or overwhelmed by them. It is about maintaining healthy distance from outcomes, other people's opinions, or even your own internal emotional storms that go on, which in turn fosters this emotional clarity and allows for more mindfulness and intentional responses. Hey, happy full moon, I'm telling you. Practice mindful meditation. Engaging in regular mindful or meditation practices can help you cultivate a sense of presence and non-judgmental awareness of your thoughts and your feelings. Journaling and self-reflection. Regular reflecting on your experiences and your emotions through journaling can help you identify patterns, triggers, and underlying reasons for your emotional responses. This increases your awareness of this awareness is critical for developing emotional clarity. Setting healthy boundaries. Recognizing and communicating your emotional limits is a key aspect to healthy detachment. This might include or involve saying no to draining requests or limiting contacts to individuals who constantly cause you stress, or just taking time out and space for yourself. Letting go of attachment and expectations is so important. Embrace uncertainty. Detachment involves letting go of the need to control the outcome and accepting that life is full of unexpected twists and turns. This shift in the mindset can reduce anxiety and open up new possibilities. We all need some new possibilities. It's okay to what number you are. Just hit that like button. The power of objective reflection. Analyze and learn from experiences, situations, and your own thoughts and actions in a neutral, unbiased way. It's about stepping back, detaching from immediate emotions and preconceived notions, and examining what truly happened and why. The benefits of detaching has to do with improving your self-awareness, which it's an objective reflection fosters into a deeper understanding of your own motivations, strengths and weaknesses, and decision-making process. Enhance problem-solving skills. By analyzing past challenges and their resolutions, individuals become more adept to identifying and addressing problems efficiently. Increased adaptability and resilience. Learning from both success and failure through objective reflection allows individuals to adapt to change and navigate challenges with greater resilience. Stronger leadership and communication. For leaders, an objective reflection leads to better decision makings and improves emotional intelligence and more effective communication within the terms of your organization. The power of objective reflection lies in the ability to transform raw experiences into valuable insights, guiding individuals towards greater self-awareness, personal growth, and more effective decision making. It is important to see it. This is also important for us to see our bigger picture in your hidden love story. Cultivating courage to choose love over fear. It's so important. Moving beyond the immediate reactions. When you cultivate the courage to choose love and act with heart, from your heart space, you're less likely to react impulsively or defensively in a situation. This allows you to step back from an immediate situation and see the larger content and significance in the event. Breaking cycles of negativity. When you are courageous enough to choose love, you can free yourself from patterns from fear, and negativity that might be hindering your own personal growth. This opens the door to creating a more positive and supportive environment. So take aligned action with your heart. When you take aligned action with love, you build a stronger foundation of trust and reliability with yourself, and it helps you feel safe and secure. Taking action with heart means considering long-term impact of your choices of your future self. Choosing love and taking aligned action allows you to foster an environment of growth. You become more adaptable to change and explore new experiences. Now we're going to talk a little bit about how heart versus the head, because the head is logical and the heart is like emotional. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. When making life choices, it is essential to consider rather prioritizing logic or emotions. While logic offers stability, decisions based on love through potential frightening are vital to fulfilling life. Your heart felt very emotional today. I'm telling you, mine's been a little back and forth too. So, why love-led decisions are scary but necessary? Well, for one, the fear factor, uncertainty, potential for loss, social pressure, or fear of regret. Love involves vulnerability and emotional investment, opening you to potential pain and rejection or disappointment. And following emotions may lead to unfamiliar paths, requiring stepping outside of your comfort zone and letting go of what is familiar, which can be frightening, especially when major life changes like career shifts or relationships. Social norms often emphasize practicality, I'm gonna get it, over passion. Love-led choices may lead to judgment from those prioritizing logic and security. Fear and regret. This is a common misconception that following your emotions is riskier than following logic. The fear of regretting a cautious decision can be equally impactful. I don't know, my throat chakra's going on, It is that Mercury retrograde still in effect, Can it just be over? We're going to talk a little bit about love-led decisions. Choosing love-aligned actions with value and passion. This leads a life with more meaningful purpose and genuine happiness. Love-led decisions often involve stepping outside of your comfort zone and embracing that unknown. This creates opportunity for personal growth, resilience, and a deeper understanding of yourself. Decisions rooted in love, empathy, empathy. I know, I'm telling you, I'm going to get it right, you guys. And compassion build stronger connections. This fosters collaboration, trust, and greater sense of community. Emotions and intuition often offer insight that logic alone cannot capture. Trusting in intuition combined with a rational thought can lead to wiser choices. Now we all need that, right? The path of love-led decisions, while may be challenging, often leads to greater long-term satisfaction and contentment. Thank goodness. We got some long-term satisfaction and that contentment. It is important to find that balance, a healthy balance between logic and emotion. Recognize their influences. Acknowledge and understand your emotions. Recognize their influence and separate them from a decision making when appropriate. Gather information and consider facts. A well-informed decision combines emotional intelligence with practical considerations and understanding potential consequences. Seek advice from trusted individuals, but ultimately trust your intuition and what resonates with your value. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. These practices can help you calm the mind. We all need that, right? And become attuned to your emotions and cultivate self-trust. Ultimately, leading with love is a courageous choice, essential for a life filled with purpose, joy, and connection. Balancing the head and the heart with emotional courage and navigating uncertainty effectively involves striking a balance between rational thinking, which is your head, and the emotional intelligence, which is your heart. And I'm telling you, your heart is stronger than your head. So that means that we have to balance that out, okay? This combination is actually called a wise mind. We can lead to more insightful and impractical decisions. And I'll give you a little bit of how to develop this ability. Embrace awareness with self-reflection. Acknowledge your emotions when they come up. Be honest about how uncertainty makes you feel. Like, is it make you feel anxious, frustrated, fearful, excitement? Acknowledge them without without any judgment. Understand their impact. Reflect on how your emotions might be influencing your thoughts and your actions. Your emotions actually do influence your thoughts. So that's why it's really important for us to learn how to balance the emotional self so we're not responding emotionally. Identify the triggers. What situations or what thoughts seem to activate stronger emotions within you? In fact, I'm going to copy and paste this and put it into the chat for you guys, just in case you need to ask yourself that. What situations or thoughts seem to activate stronger emotions within you? Practice self-awareness techniques like journaling, mindfulness, or reflective practices like meditations can help you observe and understand your emotional self without letting it overwhelm you. And the last thing I'm going to talk about within this area is release to rise. What are you holding on to out of fear? Did I not send it? There, we'll send it. There it is. All right. Embracing courage and choosing love over fear. Acknowledgement and understanding your fear. Recognize fear is a normal human emotion that doesn't have to control you. Identify the fears and explore their root causes. Ask yourself, what is this fear trying to teach you? Or what is the worst thing that can happen? Be gentle and compassionate with yourself as you explore these fears. Identify emotional loops and control patterns. We all have them. Emotional loops and control patterns refer to the recurring cycles of thoughts, feelings, or behaviors that can keep us stuck in an unhealthy and destructive pattern. Identify these patterns in the first step is the first step towards breaking free from them and gaining more control over your emotional life. Pay attention to your thoughts and your feelings. Observe your internal landscape, the thoughts that come and go, the emotions that arise, and the physical sensations associated with those emotions. Pay attention to them. Keep a journal, a trigger, not just any journal. This is a trigger journal. Regularly record situations that trigger strong emotional response, including the environment, people involved, your thoughts, your feelings, your physical sensations. This can help you identify reoccurring patterns or triggers. I think that's one of the most important things. We get in these loops, these cycles, and we don't even realize that it's a reoccurring trigger. But when we can actually start to identify it, then we have more power to change our response. Just the one that's keeping us in a lower vibration. When you actually identify it, it actually allows you to learn how to flip that emotional story around. And mindfulness, practice being in the present moment. Practice being in the now, not out there, not what's going on. Bring yourself back home into the now to observe your thoughts and your emotions without any judgment. This can help you create space between the trigger and your reactions. Again, identify the loop or the pattern. Look for something that repeats itself. Notice when a certain situation always leads to the same emotional response, or if you find yourself reacting in a similar way all the time. For example, do you constantly react with anger in response to criticism? Pay attention to that. Trace the pattern. Once you have identified the reoccurring pattern, try to trace it back to the where it was created from. What are the core thoughts, or what is the core belief that fuels this cycle? Why are they accomplishing physical sensation or behaviors? Challenge your negative thoughts, challenging your beliefs. Question those automatic thoughts. When you find yourself in a negative loop, challenge the validity of your automatic thoughts and your beliefs that are driven with this pattern. Actively reframe negative thoughts and perspectives to create alternative, more helpful interpretations of a situation. That's what I call flipping your emotional story around to better, you see. For example, instead of thinking your friend is intentionally ignoring you, consider that they may have other things that they are focusing on right now. Just put the spin on it that it's not a negative thing, it's a positive thing. Treat yourself with empathically and treat yourself with understanding, and replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations and encouragement. Develop and practice a new coping mechanism and behaviors. Use mindfulness practices and deep breathing exercises to help you ground yourself and create space to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. Find healthy ways to release these emotions, such as exercise, journaling, or talking to a trusted friend, or engaging in a hobby you enjoy, or using this full moon to help you release some of that, okay? I'm not really going to talk about any ritual format tonight, but you can use any normal full moon ritual to help release some of these ways, okay? Once you identify your triggers, create a plan now how you can respond differently when you arise. Flipping that emotional story around to better is the name of this game. Yes, it is. Identifying and changing emotional patterns takes time and effort. So be patient with yourself, you guys, and acknowledge your process as you're going through them. And don't be afraid to ask for help when needed. I did write a book. It's called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. It is over there on Amazon as an e-copy and a hard copy. I'm going to send you over there to so you can see what it looks like, and feel free to go check it out. I'll be right back. And it's commercial break time. And what's she going to talk about on her commercial? Yeah, what's she going to talk about? She's going to talk about, did you know that Cynthia Toet, she's an author. She wrote a book this year called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Yes, that's the book that she wrote, and it is on Amazon. It is an ebook and a hard copy, whichever you prefer. Go over there right now and grab your copy right now to see what it's going to take to flip your emotional story around to better. Okay, back to the show now. And she's back, and next I'm going to do just have some divine messages coming through, and we're going to talk about that just for a little bit. And I overtalked on all my other content, so we're going to do this. I had some more stuff to talk about, but I'm going to skip through it. The gift of this full moon. The truth will set you free, but first, it might stir you up. Yeah, it might. This full moon journaling is important. Intention setting, or doing a full moon ritual. Again, I'm not doing the ritual tonight. I'm just going to do a little divine message coming in. And this is a tarot card layout, the Heart-Led Choices spread. That's what it's called. Hey, Miss Pickett, happy to see you here. Yeah, right. And what truth is this full moon revealing to you guys? This full moon wants you to balance your emotional self. Ooh. So, we can keep our thoughts in alignment to keep our emotional selves in balance. What fear or belief are you ready to release? Well, the fear of the thought. You guys are ready to release those thoughts, those ones that are chasing you, trying to stab you in the back. Release it. Do not believe in the fear, the doubt, the insecurity. When that comes in, just tell yourself, I trust I'm going in the right direction, and just keep going in that direction. I trust I'm going in the right direction. That statement over fear, doubt, or insecurity actually changes the vibration. It gives you momentum. It gives you movement. What choices does love want you to take right now? With this full moon in Aquarius, it wants you to already feel whole. It wants you to already feel complete. It wants you to feel on top of the world. Because you guys are already whole. You're already complete. There's nothing to prove to anyone. It's a vibration. Just tell yourself, I'm already whole. I'm already complete. I'm already awesome. I'm already amazing. Step into that energy. What action can you take to align with your heart's desire? Well, the action is to step into what is it that is you like, that's passion, desire. Find something that you're passionate about, something that you love to do, something that you get lost in time when you're in the middle of doing it. Whether it's cooking or sewing or gardening or walking or talking or recording or singing or or writing poems, whatever it is, you know, that you get lost in time doing. That's what it wants you to do. What is the emotional gift waiting on the other side? Or the emotional gift that's waiting on the other side is for you to really love the passion and the desire. And this is, you know, you step into this energy, but you start really loving your life so much more. You start operating from love and above, from joy, from laughter, from play, from happiness, from peace, and from harmony. You're living in that vibration. And then the last one card is a clarifier card for the action step, is to nourish the seeds that you have already planted, those seeds that are already providing you in some way. Maybe not to the extent that you wanted it to provide you, but it wants you to continue on nourishing that. Keep watering that, because that's what's going to put you into alignment. Now, let's see, we got a little comment here in the chat. A certain person with multiple past life connections I met my healing journey. He's a trigger for you and brings out a side of me I don't like. Thinking about it now, I think I'm a trigger for him. That's probably what's going on, Amanda, is when there are emotions that you're not even really familiar with, but it happens around somebody else, those are theirs that you're picking up. So that would be your empathic self, that you're picking up on that other person's emotion. And all we have to do is what I talked about at the beginning of the show, is detach. Just when it's, especially if it's emotion that you're not familiar with, if you're not familiar with, please let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And Miss Pickup, what is your business? Hello, Happy Pill. I'm in the middle of ending this part of the show, and I'm going to go into the other show, so, which is right after this one. Everything is perfect. You can get it done. The amazing world of what you want. And cleansing salts. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'd love to know more about that. And those that are watching this on replay, I'm actually talking to the people in the chat, so just bear with me here. Let's see. So Miss Pickett, you can promote it here if you can get the link in there. I don't know if you can put the link in without you being a moderator. I can make you a moderator real quick. How about that? But I am going to end this part of the show because I try to keep it like at 30 minutes. There's a reason for that. And then I'm going to go right into my other show that's already sitting in the queue. So, Miss Pickett, let me see. I'm going to just, for a moment, add you out as a moderator. I think that's the only way you can share a link here, okay? All right, Miss Pickett's going to share a link about her cleansing salt stuff. And for anybody that's interested, go ahead and click on that link when she gets it over here. I am going to end the show. She should be able to still put that in the link in the chat here for up to like 2 or 3 minutes. All right. It was jealousy, anger, and, oh, here, back to Amanda. It was jealousy, anger, and confrontation. He was possessive and controlling and jealous over me. Yeah, and so if it's those feelings, so I'm not a jealous person, but when I was going through something recently that somebody was stating that I was, but it was a feeling that I haven't ever felt before. So it wasn't me. I know it was theirs. And yeah, so just remember, if it's not something that you're feeling that's not normally yours, then let it go. Just let it go back to them. Because it's their karma. Karma can be good and bad. It's something in their life that they have to learn how to deal and handle. You can't do it for them. And a lot of times you get these projections off of other people because they want you to do it for you. Is that Miss Pickett's link? All right. All right, you guys. There's Miss Pickett's information in the chat. If you guys are interested, there's a text number or an email, okay? All right, yeah, Amanda. Remember, just let it go. If it's something that you only have an email right now, okay. So remember, Amanda, if it's an emotion that you're not familiar with, let it go. Let it be theirs, because we can't do it for them. We can't do the work for them. It's like we all got to go through our own dark night of the soul stuff that we're going through, and we cannot do the work for somebody else. If that's something else that they're going through, yes, they are projecting it upon us, and yes, they want us to take care of it, even if it's an unconscious thing, but we can't do it. We have to let that be a reflection, go back to them. How I learned about this is because of the journey I've been on in the last 4 years. When I would pick up somebody else's emotions, I would look at all the emotions that I was feeling, and then I'd write down all the emotions I felt, and then I would circle all the ones I was familiar with, and I go, oh, those are mine to deal with, and all those other ones, those are theirs to deal with, and that it was easy for me to let go of. And then my emotions, it was a weight I could handle. Okay. All right, you're welcome. And here I go. I'm going to end this part of the show. If you guys are interested, I'm getting ready to go over to revealing your hidden love story with tarot. And it's already lined up in the queue. So just jump on from over here to over there, and I'll be there in just a few minutes. I love it, each and every one of you. And until next time.